Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol OREX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to use this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Now, I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from. And before I go any further, though, I do want to note that from a presentation standpoint, this chart is actually pretty tricky to talk about because there's a whole lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, or maybe you bought right there, and you wanted to sell within, 25 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. There was a pretty big pullback from the highs. But from the big picture, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And when you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. So while this may seem, like a terrible move, again, it really all goes back to what was your strategy going in? I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had more of a day trading type perspective going into it. So with that being said, that brings about the first update. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that line for now. And the update comes about from a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So for those of you that did watch the video from yesterday, hopefully you remember me talking about right around $1.20 as that resistance mark. But now with the price above it, that would definitely be the ideal level of support. And this is also, the reason why I'd say the chart is still bullish from the big picture perspective. Because let's say the price comes down here, bounces around that area, and then starts to work its way back upwards. Emphasis on big picture, From the big picture perspective, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have the previous breakout point down here before, it bottomed out. So again, if you look at these as stair steps, the big picture stair steps are still very clearly going in the upwards direction, even with the pullback today. Again, I'm well aware if you bought up there, you probably do not care at all about this, but that's why I try to offer up the warning and disclosure that I would be talking about things from a bigger picture type viewpoint. So yeah, the price pulled back today, but the bulls do still have an opportunity to build that higher base. And that would ideally be above $1.20. If that doesn't hold, the next key level to keep an eye on would be that purple line there, the 50-period simple moving average. And on that note, I'm not even going to talk about levels of resistance right now because in my opinion, at least, top priority right now is not breaking levels of resistance. Top priority is just going through a healthy consolidation and building a higher base. So we'll see if the bulls can get that job done tomorrow as we head into the weekend. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.